Hi there. And hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hi. Woo.
Oh, yo.
Hi there, and welcome to Noon 30 Catch Up with
Jilly.
Amy.
What happened? No.
And Tim.
I realized I was just so underneath the camera. We have our board of shit to remember.
Yes.
And I forgot about the camera and was looking at the board, which makes it look like I'm looking at the camera, but I was so curious and I'm like, what? Anyways, it reminds me of something that I need to talk about later.
See, it works out. That
I
It
know.
does work out.
Too close.
Oh, fuck.
Just like, if you should be able to put both hands in here, no
I
problem.
was able to do that. I
Okay.
was feeling, and then you're telling me I'm too far away.
No.
Is that better?
Just stop moving that.
What do I need to move then?
So in the middle of the night the other day, I was at work and it's a big location and people get lost sometimes. And so a fella who was new there got lost and he said, "Hi, can you help me find my cart?" He works there. So I said, "Yes, where did you leave it?" "Oh, no idea." "Great, let's go find it together."
No, where was the last place you remember?
He goes, "It's near the beginning." And I'm like,
Oh.
"Okay, the beginning like escalators, the beginning like a restaurant."
Yeah.
No idea. Take him back to the beginning, which is the end, actually, not the beginning. And at the end of our journey together, he says, "Thank you, sir,"
No.
and walks away. And like, I get it. Like, I have an androgynous haircut.
Yes.
I am not making myself up for a 4 a.m. party. I'm
No.
not putting on a face for any party, actually. But like, I didn't have my dick out.
I put that away for work.
I tucked that under.
Oh, golly.
So it felt kind of weird.
Yeah.
But also then it reminded me, did you ever see the movie back in the day? It's Pat.
Yes.
And it was like, what's that? It's Pat.
I didn't see it, but I remember the ad or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like a very androgynous person. And the whole
Yes.
movie is just like jokes leading you to believe this person is one gender or the other.
Right.
They're like, "Oh, my nuts." And then they pull nuts out of their pocket or like something like that. Watched it with Mary Brown's brothers.
Okay. Very specific.
Yeah. And it made me think of that. So I giggled to myself, even though I was like, do I look like a dude?
I've had quite a few sirs, but same thing. If you have like androgynous hair and you're, I guess, I don't know what else.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have the highest voice, so that's fair, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call you masculine.
No.
I mean, I guess.
Like, you've got dainty hands.
said no one ever. Wow. Thank you.
Compared to these mitts, you're good.
Yeah. Anyways, I laughed. And then he was actually hanging out with Jillian and I this morning, loitering around us while we were making fun of the Coldplay like incident
gosh,
where
that's
now this
right,
couple,
yeah.
this
yeah,
cheating
yeah,
couple
yeah,
has
yeah.
been outed
Yes.
at a Coldplay concert.
Yes.
And he was just kind of loitering near us listening.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You know
oh.
what's interesting? Had those people at the Coldplay just stayed there, not reacted and waved, it would have never gone viral.
Nobody
it would have
would have
viral because she's like, haha, that's funny. I'm going to
Yep.
post it. The person they did an interview was the person who posted it. They're like, that was really funny. But yeah, had you just acted normal, it would have just gone into the ether.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody else said that too. It
Yeah.
was because of their reaction.
Right.
And now
the
that's
only
the thing
reason
now,
why we all cared. Yeah.
When they go to kiss cams
Yeah.
now, that's the whole funny thing. When you're
Yeah.
with your partner, you're supposed to duck. I'm like, oh, you've become a...
Look
Yeah.
at us all.
Dang.
You're a
Yeah, they
meme.
sure
Great
did.
job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In another week, we're not going to be talking about it.
There's always something new.
There's always the star of the internet. I mean,
Yes.
they just were last week
Yeah.
or whenever that was.
So do we need to go to a Coldplay concert so we can be the stars of the internet?
Oh my gosh, I would love to go to a Coldplay concert, but we can't afford that, Chetta.
We can just put it on the TV downstairs.
could.
We'll stand in front of it and we'll do
Yeah.
it and videotape it. And
Okay.
we'll pretend
Okay.
we were there.
Okay.
I don't know if I would go
Seems
to a
expensive.
Coldplay concert.
You definitely wouldn't for the money that you're going to spend for it, especially because I know you don't like them that much.
Like, they had a time,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
it's over.
Yep, I agree.
So that's
It's
okay.
not, yeah.
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 Anyways, not a dude. So if anyone's wondering, still packing the non-dude equipment.
Check.
Check mark.
Check, check.
But I do wear steel toes and
Yes.
a vest and
Okay.
That's where it ends. That's
it.
where it ends, really. Short hair, no ween.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Short hair, no ween.
You guys do anything nice this week? Anyone call you men?
So no one called me man,
Okay.
but I had an adventure, thought I would share today. But you know what? A new adventure arose today that I'd like to talk about.
All right.
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Uh-oh.
So these ladies come to my place every week or so, and we do this. Never had any problems. I neglected to mention there's a shortcut.
No. Not a shortcut.
A road closure.
A detour.
Sorry, a road closure on my road. That is on me. I absolutely, I should have been like, hey, heads up, road closure. Didn't think about it because I've been living it for a few days now, so I don't even think about it. So no problem. They're on their way over, and I get a phone call. And as soon as I see Tiffany's name on my phone, I'm like, oh, crap. One, you should be proud. My phone was on. I answered.
I was going to call your husband. Instinctively, I was like, call Wook, because that bitch is going to have her phone on mute, probably in a purse somewhere.
No, so didn't. So that was great. And she calls, and she's like, I'm at...
No, I said, how do I get to
How
your
do you
house?
get to your house? And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm on the road, but like I can't go anywhere. And I'm like, where are you? She's like, well, I just kept going. I'm like, wait, the detour. I'm like, the giant detour sign. Well, when you turned, what happened? She's like, I didn't turn. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, it said local traffic. And I'm like, you're not local.
Yes, because I am local, because I'm going locally. I'm going locally to your house.
Yeah.
And I have no concept of space and time.
Yes.
It is part of my time blindness.
Yes.
Distance is involved in that. Any term of measurement. So
okay.
I don't know if I'm 4 seconds past that
Yes.
sign
Right,
or
right.
400 years.
Which I get that. But my favorite part is, I'm like, where are you? And she's like, I'm by the house with the curtains. And I was like, that's a lot of houses have curtains. And then she says, wait, what's someone's name? Like she actually knows the name of the person's home.
I'm outside Debbie's house with the curtains.
Debbie with the curtains. And I'm like, has she gone and talked to Debbie? Like, how does she know this Debbie woman? Yeah. Anywho's, I was like, you got to turn around. You are into where the road is closed. You need to turn back around. When you get to a certain area, you're going to turn. Fine. But like, I guess my thing is if we're driving, I have giant signs, road closed. There's tons of things. This is like, if there's a fire truck across the road.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
The signs are huge. There's one little section that says local traffic only.
Yeah.
But you're not local.
But who determines that?
And
how do I
live
know-
in that section?
But how do I know how far local goes?
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Like
So-
that's where I think it is gray area because I'm with Tiff too. Like I'm local. I am. I know exactly where. I knew where I was from the
I
detour
could have told
to
them the
thing.
address of where I'm going.
Right.
Okay.
So that
You
deems
know.
me local.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
think of it as I would go around like if I came across that on one of your streets, I'm like, oh, I better not go there. I'd either text to say, are you in the local only? Or I'd go
Okay.
around and see where it spat me out. My natural tendency is to go to see where it spat me out on the detour,
no.
not to just keep on trucking.
Yeah, no. I've done both.
Well, I got to Debbie's house. I looked at her ferns. They're
Yeah.
doing really well. She
They're very
must
bushy.
water them.
And at first I had no idea what she meant with the lady with the curtains, but now I do. It's a farmhouse style building. Their front porch, very lovely. They redid it and painted it, but they have flowy curtains
Yeah.
around their
Yes.
porch.
Yeah.
It's like
Anyway,
it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
it's very very southern, very like
Yes.
come to the
like you're gonna sit on the porch
savannah,
and have some tea.
have some
Yeah.
tea.
Sweet tea.
There is a rocking chair there, and someone used to go and play. I think the person that was a cellist or something used to sit out there and play music.
Oh wow.
I haven't seen that person in a while, so I don't know if it was their daughter or something.
Interesting.
And
Maybe they're
gone.
dead.
They could be. Yep. Anyway, I'm just really glad that they both arrived.
Made it here.
But it was, I'm saying, my faux pas for not mentioning, yes, there is a detour. We are not local. Please go around.
I need you to know, though, that I will always give it a go.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
always going to try.
Yeah.
And I got to the end and, Queen waved at some construction
Yeah.
people that were like,
What
who the
is this
fuck is
the
this
heck?
lady
Yeah.
thinking that she's local?
Yeah.
But I could have told them the address.
And the best part is where you get spit out is in spitting distance from that house. Like if you do
It
the
is. Yeah,
detour,
it's just right there.
you are like 100 meters from where it, not even where
Yeah.
it spits you out.
Well, I didn't know where I was going.
No, it's okay.
It's
No,
all
you
right though.
do.
I got here. with
What are
pizza.
they doing on the road?
We don't know because
There's diggers.
it's closed.
There's
I know,
big-
but she went down.
I was.
so
Oh, okay.
I was right there.
Jillian's like, I don't know.
I was right there with them.
Okay.
And
Digging.
They be digging.
Okay.
Culvert,
Maybe
maybe?
culverts.
Speaking of culverts, so my experience of local traffic only, where I decided to go, same idea. I was like, I know where I'm going. This is the road I get to use all the time. Whatever. I'm like, it's only a couple minutes down this road. I'm going to be fine. I am in a Elantra 4-door car at this point, very low to the ground, everybody. So I'm driving and I'm driving and I'm driving. Then I see water. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe the road's washed out a little bit. No big deal. Keep going. From my peripheral, I can see ducks
Oh.
Enjoying the water.
enjoying the water.
Yes.
At again, peripheral vision height.
Are there
Okay.
waves in this
Oh.
water?
There weren't waves, but there was a lot more than what my car could handle. But at that point, I
You're
had to
committed.
commit. So I just keep going, hoping to everybody that like my car isn't gonna, what do you call it with the,
Flood.
thank you. No, like flood the engine.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep going. I come to like a pickup, and there are these two people in the front of this pickup, and they're videoing. But they're videoing the flood, essentially.
Oh, not you.
Not me being silly. like
thought,
just
like, the
driving
whole
away.
time.
Here I am, like waving. Yeah, I made it.
Oh.
Going. I made it to my doctor's appointment. There was nothing wrong with the car. Luckily, all of those things. I made it to work afterwards.
Nice.
Great.
Good times. So my lesson in that was when I see these local traffic only signs, I'm like, I'm skeptical.
There could
The
be a
road might be washed
situation.
out. It might not even be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, just now you know around here, but don't just go straight.
I'm gonna give it a
That
try.
was so good to
I'm
me.
gonna give it a try.
And the best is, after she phones, we just hang up. I'm laughing hysterically. Jillian then texts, "Hey Tiff, just so you know, there's a road closure," and I'm like, "Too late, my friend.
Yeah.
Too late. She
yeah,
is
in it.
in
Couple
it.
minutes too
She
late.
is down
Yeah.
that road, checking out people's
Oh,
homes,
wow.
waving at strangers.
That's how you really get to know the neighborhood.
That's life."
Get stuck on a road closed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jilly,
Yes.
what'd you do this week?
Recently, went to like a mall day. I'm gonna start over. Went to the mall with my daughter and one of her friends. Really nice. They had some coin they wanted to spend, as all kids do.
Does your child, the second they have money, want to blow it?
Yes.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
Not always, and I
Okay.
think now there's a little bit more thought into it. We are talking about, keeping some for herself, trying to be somewhat responsible with 13-year-old money,
Invest into your
Well, just don't
something.
take all of your birthday money and spend it in one store.
Yeah.
Or on one item. Let's talk about things. So it's touch and go.
Yeah.
In this case, it was okay. We didn't really talk about a budget before we left, so that was a faux pas on my part. Anyway, we have a good time. We do some shopping, of course. We're there. They get their boba tea. That was what they were really excited about. Fancy.
I love
tea.
a good boba.
Not for me.
Tapioca.
Is tapioca a mouth
I
thing for
don't-
you?
Yeah,
I don't like the-
also don't like chunky drinks.
With you, not chunky, but I like the fruity ones that taste like a little fruity pop, not the tapioca, which is creamy.
Yes.
But the,
No,
Fruit
tapioca's
balls.
not creamy.
well, whatever. I
There
like,
are some that are just fruit. Like, so my
Yes.
daughter got like a mango something, and the bobas were just fruit.
fruit juice.
Thank you.
Yes. Whereas I've also had a dairy one, and those ones are usually
Yeah.
a creamier one I did not like. But I like the juicy ones. Anyway, go on.
They all liked it. We had some nice people watching in the food court. That was nice. They were both into that with me, which was really cool. Anyways, on the way home, I try not to be like 100% listening to what the kid and her friends are talking about when they're playing and stuff, because I don't got time for that always. But anyway, there's a conversation going on in the back, and I hear, help me out. What's it called? FeetFinder? Feet.
The daughter brings up FeetFinder.
Yeah.
Wait.
Just as
Okay.
like she's talking about something like, oh yeah, and so I made a joke about how they'd end up on FeetFinder.
Not knowing what FeetFinder is.
Okay, that's why I was like, how
Do
do
you know what
FeetFinder
FeetFinder is?
Is that like where you find feet pictures?
Yeah, that's where you go to like sell pictures or buy pictures of feet. I assume it's like OnlyFans. I also don't know, but I think that when we're really poor, we will go there and sell pictures of our toes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where we're going to do our videos of like
Yes.
walking through chicken shit and
Yeah.
multiple banana peelings.
I would
with
like
feet.
to walk on potatoes.
Mashed? Or,
Yeah, the mashed.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like that'd be nice in my toes.
That would feel squidgy.
And a little warm, not hot, just warm.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to pause that side quest just for a little bit. Okay. So
Open to suggestions.
What do you want to see our feet do?
We're going to scrap the marketplace fines and we're just going to do what do you want to see our feet doing?
Ooh.
But you have to pay for that. Anyways.
so
I'm not
Finding.
sure I'm into that.
Your
Anyways,
daughter's
okay,
talking about
back.
feet finding.
Brings up feet finding, and then I say, hey, beep, do you know what that is? And the answer is no. I'm like, okay, here's a lesson for you then. So we start talking about, like, again, I haven't been on it, but again, what I'm thinking it is. We had the other friend corroborate what I was saying. So the other adolescent knew about it. My daughter, not so much. Such a sweet lamb she is. Anyhow, so whatever. We explain that happens. And then the question back is, well, why would someone want to see pictures of feet?
Right.
And then I just started
Fair
talking
question.
about, very fair question.
Yeah.
And then
Different
our
kinds of love.
message at home has always been different strokes for different folks.
Exactly.
Okay? Like you don't yuck someone's yum. If that's what they're into, that's what they're into.
Yeah.
However, my issue was that she was bringing it up and not even knowing what it was. So educating her on fetishes starts.
13 years old.
13
Let's
years
teach her
old.
about fetishes.
So, and I just, some people find enjoyment in that. I can't explain why.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of strange things on the internet. If you really want to find something, you will.
Absolutely.
Well, like what?
Oh.
Oh.
Enter a previous episode conversation, Dragon Dildos.
Yes.
The 13-year-old does not believe that this is such a thing, right?
don't
And
Sorry,
is almost
prior to
also
this-
like aghast that like,
You.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what the heck? Yeah.
Did you need to explain what a dildo was to her?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
There was understanding of what dildos are.
Okay.
But then it was more like, okay, but why a dragon one? And why? I'm like, these are questions we're not going to be able to answer. Okay. And that's not what you need to be thinking about right now. Again,
Yes.
different strokes for different folks. What you need to make sure you know is when you're throwing
Using
out a
words.
reference like that you understand what it is you're talking about.
Yeah.
Especially when it's, well, always, but in this case, because you were very much outside of your scope of knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and luckily it was just your friend in the back seat.
Yeah.
You know,
but
like
if
here
someone
I'm
else
thinking,
overheard you be like, why is this
"Oh,
13-year-old talking about
Feet
feet
finding?"
finding?
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, that was it. But mortified that we're having this conversation in the car. I had already again, the friend is not into it. Like, yeah, this is so great, but also
show you.
understands. Yeah, no, but understands that hey, at least you're hearing this from your mom and not some other teenager. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And I was
Yeah.
like, thanks a lot, friend. You know, this her friend was very much in agreement on things I was saying. Anyways. Good day. I'm laughing the whole time because what else can you do?
Yep.
Mortified in the backseat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is also going to be mortified when she hears that we're actually talking about it. Because did not like it.
Right. Because then I take her child criminally.
Yes.
I
allowed it.
away for a few days, and we're sitting at dinner and don't know how I started talking about the podcast, something or other, and she looks at me she's like, what are you gonna say? I don't even fucking remember what I was gonna say, and she's like, oh, I thought you were gonna talk about FeetFinder, and I'm like, why would I talk about FeetFinder?
Yeah.
Nobody gives a okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then my children leave the table and she goes, we talked about Dragon Dildos. And I'm like, okay, well,
Okay.
I haven't gone there with my kids yet. So if we can just keep that between us,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. Like,
Happy to hear that she waited for your kids to
Yes.
leave the table so
Yeah.
she
yeah.
listened to what I said.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Thanks,
I'm not
John.
trying to keep the world away from
No.
my kids, but I also
No.
don't I have a very open conversation
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
But but also it's just a lot.
It really was.
I mean, it's a lot for me as a 40-year-old to find Dragon Dildos.
Yeah.
Let alone to be like, oh, do you want
Yeah.
to talk about this 8-year-old girl child?
there was there's definitely scarring. Like obvious, she's very. Again, the whole time, Mom, just stop. Mom, I can't believe this. Like, but like, really, But then she'd still be curious.
My
Anyway.
big thing is, as soon as she said Dragon Dildos, I'm like, are they the Asian ones or the fantasy ones? Like, I'm like weird little, I was like, ooh.
She didn't ask those
Which
questions
faces
back.
does it have? Because one would be definitely more bulbous and square than
Oh,
the other one.
again,
The faces?
These
Well,
are
yeah, dragon faces are very
remember what I
different.
said to
No,
my kid? You're
no.
not going to understand it all, and you don't have to.
It's not a dragon's head. It's a dragon's dick.
No, but there are also ones with like,
And the head of it is an
Yes.
actual head of a dragon.
yes.
Ay caramba!
Think
Like,
of it,
Don't they have horns?
no, I don't.
Don't dragons have horns?
Stop!
I don't want horns.
Stop!
Don't
Just
Google
for all
it.
the other parents out there, I am responsible, and I did talk to the other mother, okay, of the child that was in the car, just to let them know, like, hey, this happened. This is how it came up.
Yeah.
If you want to talk, give me a call. Anyway, she just sends me a
Cool.
LMFAO basically.
Right,
Like
yeah.
she's just so great, blah, and yeah. Anyway,
That's so great.
yeah, like,
I love talking about that.
I hung out with my
yeah.
friend Dragon Dildo yesterday.
Oh, great. How's she
Yeah.
doing?
She's great.
Well, wait. To clarify for our listeners, she is not a dragon dildo lady.
No. Well, and if you listen to episode 1 or 2 or
Yeah,
something
early
in the
on.
early days,
Yeah.
she's the one that I was selling eggs to, and her
That's right.
husband was
Yeah.
watching this interaction on the Ring camera as I'm thrusting my Temu jeans into his face,
Yeah.
which is where the Ring
Ring
camera
camera.
was. So essentially, my sexiness was jamming in his face, and
Yeah.
I'm talking about Dragon Dildos on Temu.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I refer to this person as Dragon Dildo
Yeah.
because that's the only way Jillian and Amy will remember them.
Yes.
Because
yeah.
I don't have name capacity.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dragon dildo lady,
Yeah.
but not dragon dildo lady. There's
Commas
a
are
difference.
important.
Like we know
She's not the
Punctuation marks.
purchaser. She's
Yes.
the information share.
Yeah.
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 That's
I'll
cool.
save her number for future
That's
because
cool.
you never know. Anyway, so yeah, that was
That's the week. That's
That
the
was
week
the
she
week.
had.
That was being a mom and answering curious questions.
That's
like
good.
that.
That's good. Going at it from an open perspective.
Well,
That's
I
all
really
right.
tried. I try that with everything, but it was. I think having the friend there was definitely helpful. Had it just
Yeah.
been the two of us, very different conversation.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Does anyone want to pull from the sack? The
Yeah,
sackady?
yeah, I'll put my hand in your
Put your hand in the sackady.
le sac
The sackady.
Oh, now you've made it like
French,
or
bad French.
saccadi.
or the D bag. Oh, there's so much in here. It's so full. Wait,
So many topic
That's because
rockets.
don't.
that's why it's
that's
so
why
full.
it's so
like
full.
empties.
I did
Hold on.
ask you all
Here.
last time if we need to take time to put
no,
more in
I'm
there.
shuffling it. It's like a raffle.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Beep, 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 boop, boopity, beep,
Yeah,
beep.
we're gonna have to pay.
This one has my name on it, so I'm not sure
Oh.
who of you two wrote it. Amy,
It's just Amy.
how did you get into sumo?
Oh,
Okay, fun facts. So that's a really good question, actually. It was very organic. Like I feel like when
It just grew.
it did.
It
Like,
just
for-
grew.
for example, I'm really into football.
okay.
I like the linemen. I like big guys. Who else
likes-
likes big guys? Sumo.
Okay.
But no, it was just kind of on once in a blue moon. Like when you're on YouTube, you can find a video, whatever else. And my husband is okay with it. He's like, those big guys are real strong. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Those guys are real strong. And then I watched one. And I was like, this is very entertaining and very delightful and very athletic. And now I'm hooked. And today, when the ladies arrived,
How
I was wearing.
fortuitous. I was
Yeah, I
thinking
know.
that.
I was
so
wearing
funny.
my
Yeah.
sumo shirt because the
Yes.
basho is on right now. We have
Just
toe
a girl.
yokozunas. Yokozunas are like the top guy in sumo.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is already out for like toe injury. I think he was
Oh.
just doing poorly, so he pulled out, which is too bad. But anyway, I got into sumo just randomly watching a few videos, and then me and my husband were like, we like this, and now we like watch every basho.
And now she's just a girl who
Just-
loves sumo.
I really am, and I was wearing that shirt until Tiffany brought these shirts in
Oh
for us
yeah,
to wear today.
new shirts.
New shirts.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm
Does
behind
it
the
show up
times
backwards, Phil? No.
I don't.
Well, it says this should be a podcast if it's backwards
No.
for some reason. I
right.
also,
That's good.
I don't know what happened, but for some reason, the size comes in black only.
Yeah, I ordered our sizes, but Jillian's came in a different color.
It was strange.
That's all right. And it feels like a different material. Anyways.
But
it's
anyway,
fine.
love Sumo. Sumo's awesome. There's a lot of talent, a lot of new kids who are now in the up and coming situation. I love Sumo.
Can I ask a very, I don't know if it's prejudice, I don't know what the right word is, a very uneducated, ignorant question about sumo.
Yeah, hit me.
Are all sumo wrestlers of a certain stature?
No. So the interesting thing about sumo is there is no weight or height requirements.
Really?
So Midori
Oh.
Fuji, as an example, is 5'8" and probably like just 200 pounds. And he'll fight someone who's 6'3" and like 300 pounds. Like you do not have weight classes.
Yeah.
So Jillian and I could fight.
Yes, in theory.
Yikes.
There is a Canadian league, so women do in the Canadian North American league. There are women who participate, as small as Jillian,
Wow.
and then larger people. The smaller sumo wrestlers just have to have a different technique, a lot of tripping, a lot of getting the partner off balance, because the
Hair
larger
pulling.
people can just shove the little ones around and throw them
Yeah.
around.
Can you pull hair?
No, actually, you will be disqualified. The
For
hairdo that
pulling
they
hair.
have is very coaffed. They actually
A
shave a
tight bun, isn't it?
Yeah, they shave the top of their palate so the hair goes so flat against it and a little ponytail and a little that goes
Wow,
up.
really?
Yeah, to make it perfect. But if you go in the ring and on purpose put your hand in their hair, you will be disqualified because it's part of like you don't mess with their
Oh, well.
Tress.
there
get
goes
up.
that.
Yeah.
What are the other rules? Like not
Um,
all of them, but
no.
like
So you have to stay within on top of the lovely doyo. There is a 2 foot goes up, and it's all made of. They make it every single time there's a basho. They make that out of sand, layering sand and water, sand and water, sand and water
Oh
to
my
make it.
gosh.
They
wow.
actually
so it
put,
ain't no octagon.
No, it's not like a
No.
quick build up. They for weeks in advance set it all up.
Yikes.
It becomes almost like cement, and they actually have a rope that goes in a
Yeah.
circle. So the
A
idea
mat-
is between the two, there's some things they have to do. They have to throw salt. You have to bow. There's lots of things you have to do. But once you start, you can't step out of the ring. If you step out, you're out. If any part of your body, other than the soles of your feet, touch the sand, you're done. So even if
If you fall,
you
you're over.
fall, you're over. If your back of your foot drags for some reason, you're over.
What's that got if you're falling on that? though?
I know.
It
I was
does
just
hurt.
thinking like the sand burn on your
Yeah.
knees.
There are some people who get cut. I mean, they basically go at each other in like a headbutt style to start. And then there's obviously the ref, and then around the outside, the gyoji is what they call the ref that stands with them.
Yeah.
And then around the outside are elder, also refs that make sure basically if the gyoji, the ref makes a wrong call, they can stand up and say what they saw from different angles. There's people from several different places. So majority of them, the one we watch in Japan, are Japanese, but there's Russians, there's Mongolians. Right now, like there's Ukrainians doing really well. There's a whole bunch of people who compete in the Japanese.
So are the Japanese like the dominant?
It is their yes, it is their like their sport.
And then who?
Mongolia has a lot of people, but Mongolia has their own wrestling style. And from that, many people can go into sumo and use some of their wrestling styles. The Mongolian wrestling is very interesting. If anyone has watched any, it's a very kind of brutal kind of sport that they have in Mongolia, but they can bring those leg trips and the way they work into sumo. So it's a different style of sumo almost. You can go to university and then start a professional sumo career, but most start as very young children, like 6 years old. You live in the same building, so once they're like teenagers, you all move into one big building together. You can't get married, you don't have a girlfriend, you live all together, basically like a dorm. And you move up the ranks of sumo until you try to get to the joy, which is the top ranks in sumo.
Wow.
I could talk about sumo forever.
Sounds like it.
It sounds
You
like
know a
that
lot
should
of
be a
things.
separate podcast.
Yeah.
Exclusive to that. So that
Amy and her sumo, I should do that.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
And it can be called Just a Girl.
Just a girl.
Who loves sumo.
Oh my God, that's so good. I'm doing a spin-off.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
We
Oh
can all
my
have a
gosh. Are we,
spin-off.
no, I don't have
Yeah.
time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be real. Unless like I'm just mic'd all the time now. 'cause
Well, that was an
not gonna
interesting
happen.
D-bag question.
Oh, there you go.
We are going to be mic'd all the time. We're going to be doing some road tripping and we're going to be mic'd and see how it goes. So
Yeah.
you might
Yeah.
never actually hear it come to fruition because our mics might be
No,
awful.
I got it. We're good. We're gonna.
Okay,
It's
Amy's
gonna be
feeling
amazing.
real good. Amy's feeling good about it.
I
You
do.
might see some stuff from the wild, is what we're saying.
But we're going out. We're getting fresh and funky in public. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we don't get kicked out of places.
Well, and if we do, it's just going to be
that's fine.
hilarious.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But we will go
yeah.
off the course. But I do have an expression session.
I love a good
Wunda.
expression.
if you're interested.
Always.
You know, if you have to ask me like all the expressions we've gone through so far and you re-ask me one, I'm sure there's some I've already forgotten. Like
For
what
sure.
they meant,
For surezies.
where they came
Yeah.
from. Huh.
Yeah. To butter me up
Oh.
or to butter someone up. Where
Well,
does that come from?
You got to butter people up if they get stuck in things. Like, were people getting stuck a lot back in the day?
So what does it mean currently though?
Oh.
To butter someone up.
Is to say nice things before you ask for a favor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kinda.
To soften the blow a little bit
Yeah.
of maybe something they don't want to hear. That's
Yeah.
what I think. Like butter is soft. You want
So
to
you want to soften me.
just, yeah.
So the meaning here says to impress someone with flattery.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to butter me up.
Butter, though. Like churning butter, making butter. It's a long process. Why would I use
I
buttery?
churned butter before.
It's fun, eh?
yeah.
In the big bucket with the big bucket
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
It's a lot.
So my grandma used to have timeshares,
Yeah.
and we would go to like weird places because you have a timeshare.
Yeah.
So I don't know how anyone gets rooked into that. It seemed fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, we went to Williamsburg, Pennsylvania,
Oh.
and went to a slave plantation,
Oh.
and it was terrifying.
Yeah.
And they made me churn butter there.
Like I mean, they do it at the
Upper Canada Village.
Village because they have the old timey village.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Honey butter though, it was delicious.
Oh.
But yeah, awful.
Huh.
Anyways, butter me up.
Okay.
Saying nice things.
Yeah. Why butter?
Well,
Why?
butter is
because
very
it is
slippery
soft.
and
Yeah. And just
like just sneak it in there.
Yeah.
Like
Sneak
when
it
you're
in
like
where?
a young, like when you're young and you get a ring stuck, you got to go get an oil or I don't know. My hand swelled up because allergic to cold a lot. I had to put butter on my fingers.
all
to get
of those
rings off.
times
What
Timmy
does that
fell
have-
in the well and we couldn't find Lassie. We had
What
to
is-
use butter.
What does that have to do with flattery?
I don't know.
I don't know. I really
Butter's
don't. I
yellow.
don't see the connection.
Yellow is flattery. You're right. Yep, you
'Kay.
nailed it. So this was a customary religious act in India.
Oh.
The devout would throw butterballs at the statues of their gods to seek favor and forgiveness.
Oh.
Now, would the butter balls stick? Because it would be quite warm in India. Like when
Yeah.
you threw at them, I would imagine the butter would stick and go rancid.
So they're buttering up the statues of their gods for favors and forgiveness.
That's not at all where I expected that to come from.
No,
I don't know what I expected, but that's
wasn't it?
no India.
Yeah.
Butter up.
So I learned a new word. It's actually 2 words, and it is portmanteau.
Ah.
So, portmanteau. Portmanteau.
Oh, and how did we learn this,
How did
Tiffany?
you learn that? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, oh,
Let's tell the story.
Well, you might want to tell the story because it's foggy for me.
Oh, you sure it's not smoggy?
Ah.
Oddly enough, Jillian started with, she's like, one of those words that are like a word and you put 2 words together. She actually called her husband
I did.
and was like, I'm trying to think of the word that you put 2 words together and it is a word and blah, blah, blah. And I don't even know how that
no,
happened.
I think I was calling him because I had something like I
Right.
was saying ridiculous, but I was saying ridiculous like I was from Harry Potter or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
But that wasn't
2
the
words
example.
together.
2 words together.
I go downstairs because you guys were nammering about
yes.
that. I go downstairs to say to my husband, hey, when there's 2 words, you put them together. My husband does that a lot. I was downstairs.
I do that
all the time. So does my husband. So my husband was like, when I'm down there, not near these ladies, he's like, oh, a portmanteau. And I was like, come again? He's like, yeah, when you put 2 words together. And then what's
So
the
then
what?
I
Yes.
look it up and I'm like, oh, okay, it's real because I do this constantly. And of course, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't think of the one
Yes.
or any of them. but like in my head, anytime there's 2 words, I try to make it one, and oftentimes it's horrible.
Yeah, like fun time would be fime.
Yeah, something dumb like that.
Yes, my husband does that frequently.
And a lot of times I'm really good at keeping it in my head because sometimes it's like I come up with like gonorrhea and that you just don't say out loud. Like, I mean, I do, but yeah.
Yes. But portmanteau, she looked
Portmanteau,
up.
I looked up, and then I learned that the word smog is actually a portmanteau of smoke and fog.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like pollution.
Yeah.
Like I thought smog is just
Yeah.
pollution or a word in itself, not a portmanteau of smoke and fog.
And the excitement part was when Tiffany figured that out after we recorded, she went downstairs to tell my husband, "Did you know?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's a portmanteau for smog and smoke and fog." And Tiffany and me were also dejected. We're like, "We can't share anything with you. You know everything."
Why do you have to be so smart? You're rude.
And
Yeah, we weren't teaching him knowledge that day at all.
No.
Nope.
Portmanteau.
Portmanteau.
So you probably know a lot of them, or they're not even real, and you just make them up in your head, which is what I do.
But now we know what they're called.
But it is called a portmanteau. But if you look up portmanteau, you are going to get links to probably
French wearing a
French.
jacket.
No, it's
Like a coat.
a coat rack.
Yes.
It took me to like IKEA French
did.
coat racks,
Yeah, portmanteau.
and I'm like,
It did.
no,
She was
that's
showing-
not what I
yeah.
want.
All these ads of coat racks. And then I'm like, yeah,
Not what I
that's
was looking for.
'cause that's AI for you. Taking the portmanteau and they mean coat rack.
They obviously want to go shopping,
Yeah.
not to be fact checking.
Not to, figure out what 2 words made one.
Oh,
Look at that
Did you
darn
just get
thing.
squirted?
Oh my goodness. So Tiffany has been using this water bottle. They just hold it up. Okay. And it has a straw in it.
Yeah, she's jammed a plastic straw
Yeah.
in it. But every time she takes the lid off, she gets startled by the
Surprised
straw.
by the straw.
It's like a Jack in the Box coming out of my water bottle every time.
But this has
And it
been
gives-
like a. You had it last week when we recorded. So
Yeah.
and
this
it
is-
gives me a little startle every time.
It's been-
a little bit of joy.
It's the fact that it has been, this is the time blindness showing
Yeah.
up, like showing in Tiff right now, but also like you put the straw in there.
Yeah, every day.
Every
I
day.
do. I put it in.
Yeah.
I take it out and wash it.
Yeah.
And then I put it back in because I drink so much more
Yikes.
water with a straw.
Oh, it's so much easier.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, scares me a little. It's just a little scary. A little bit scary.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyways,
well,
our time
that's
is
it,
done.
Everybody.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Time
go.
has come.
We're gonna go
Live.
on the
Around the
road.
town,
We're
yeah.
gonna go live, not live.
Not live,
No,
but in person.
we will be always in person. We're gonna hit the road and hit the toad, and
Okay, we're going off the rockers.
we're going off the grid. See you
Hopefully,
later.
hopefully there'll be video of our next adventures. But
Yeah.
until then,
Yeah, we will catch you next time.
We're not for everyone. We are not for everyone.
we might just be for you though.
Probably.
Yeah.
For at least one of you. Thanks
Yeah.
for tuning in. We care. Send us your ideas. Watch our funny stuffs. Check us out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Amy's been doing a real good job
Yeah.
making
Some
things
really
happen.
cool videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't just get to listen to the hilarity. You can see it
yeah.
happen too.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Bye,
have
everybody.
a great day. Bye.
Bye.